Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. And if Annie's watching, hello, my darling. So, today's video is going to be quick and simple and short. I know a couple people that are on my old MySpace, or when I had a MySpace account. I forgot the password, got locked out. Woe was me. Anyways, this is an interesting day because this is talking about the next step to my transition. So, the thing is let me just say, first of all, Annie, the woman I love, doesn't want me having surgical intervention. But the thing is, the only thing stopping it right now is the doctor's tests and the hotel. That's right. Ticket was purchased. But here's the funny thing. When I filled out everything, everyone knows that I have mild learning disabilities and I have pretty bad concept of directions. If I have a guide, I'm good to go. So Aaron is going to be my guide. When I go to the Philippines, Annie was and is going to be my guide. So, I got some guy who just decided to message me on my new profile pic. Probably sitting there saying something. Oh, it's just that picture of the. Tell me what this and what that is. The uh, how sexy your name is. I've lost two friends today because of my profile picture, but I really don't care. My motto is let them weed themselves out. So, yeah, Anyways, so the ticket was purchased, and when I was filling out the information, I will go over a little bit with you. I basically, they sent me this. I got to print out a confirmation. So it's an e-ticket. I thought it'd be paper, but they don't give you paper. Let's see. It tells me if I want to rent a car or a truck from Avis or Budget, you get more money. Now, if I want to sign up for a American Express Advantage Citibank credit card, I can get more miles, 40,000 to start. So, $100 off my ticket. But I didn't do that. So, my flight's leaving Wenatchee. I'm going to be landing and going into the main hub, Seattle. Now, what was interesting about this was they choose this flight, which is um, uh, the seats. Now, from American, where I'm going, I got to choose my seat. So I chose the seat near the bathroom. I thought that was really cool. It's like they're allowing me to choose my seat for, that. So I thought that was really cool. I didn't get to tell Aaron about it. So then it also said that filling out some information on my account, it talked about online about the mobility. Well, because I'm blind pretty much, and Aaron's like, it's right there. It's right there. Where? Right where? Well, so sometimes I can't see that great. Well, I can't hear that great either. So that's why I have an alert dog. So I basically said needed some help. Well, coming back, I'm going to need a wheelchair because of surgical intervention. With that surgery being done, it was time, to get that out of the way. So after I ordered my ticket, I took the liberty of emailing the surgeon and the medical assistant because we called the medical assistant today and some of my questions, and I want to go through them with you because I don't want you all thinking I am a person who isn't going to give some of my tips away. I'm not giving you the surgeon yet, but I will give you some information. So if you have any questions, you can ask it. I asked, the question is, do I need my itinerary? They never answered, so I had to email that question. Um, I asked about the revisions, because every surgeon has revisions pretty much for surgical intervention. So you have to, have it. It could be revisions on the gender confirming surgery, breast implants, etc., yada yada yada. So you have to be careful. So I asked them about the hospital and clinic address. They gave us the clinic address. They didn't give us the hospital address. I need to coordinate with the taxi service on that one, so I emailed it. That's a good question for any of you. Is there any more paperwork? No. When I sit down, all the paperwork is there. All I got to do is wait for the doctor to call me in. Is the revisions cost extra? No, they don't. You just got to go down to 6 months to 18 months later to get them done. Do I share a room where I'm going to be in the hospital? No, I get my own private room for screaming reasons. When you're done having so much surgery, you're going to be in pain. What type of blood work did you need? I needed a double check, even though I gave a full preliminary with everything you set up for my endo today. The endo did not call me back. She could call me up to 5:30, which means she just went home. I will check with her by Friday. So, it's all letters and orders. Not all of them because they requested something more, but my psychiatrist is working with my therapist. They're going to get it taken care of. I emailed them both of them today, and I came into the psychiatrist's office. I did pay her bill. I'm really running low on that bill, which means it's paid off. So, there you go. Then I reminded about the other surgeries. The doctors talked to me and told me it's a done deal. So he didn't want me going to someone else because he can do it on the same anesthesia. So let's see. My medications are going to give me my hormones a week after I'm in the hospital, which means I get 2 weeks there. And then they're telling me I can't smoke 2 weeks before surgery and 2 months after surgery. And then the last part of my travel was the hotel. Hotel I called, which I got things set up, told me I can call up 10 days before setting up to be there. So I'm going to check in December, I'm going to check in January, and I will check in February. Now that the ticket's purchased, the only thing we got to focus on is the rest of the lab works, the x-rays and stuff the doctor recommended, and get this moving. I also want to say also that that in the meantime, the only woman that's going to be praying that I don't get surgery is Annie, but Annie has a right to pray, so I can't deny her. But I can say with the bottom of my heart is the only thing that will delay me not having surgical intervention is if the doctor either A, does the consultation, throws me out, and it's it. That means I got to pay more money on my trip to get home, which means change the tickets to stay another night in the hotel and then try to get back on the next plane the next day. Or 2 is wait it out a month, which I'm not going to, so I'll return home. Which right now everything's watertight. There is a surgery date. The other delay would be the doctors. Not doctors. The hotel basically screws me. But so far, it seems if all goes well and everything's good and God willing, we will be good to go. So I'm hoping and praying the next step is the hotel. So we are working on that, which shouldn't be any problem. But I will double check and see what can be done to it. So we're just waiting patiently. So with that said, everyone, please check in later on more issues. Right now it is 17 minutes till my dinner, and then I get to relax. So with that said, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave suggestion and feedback. Thank you, and may God bless the world.